Between men and ladies there's no friendship possible. There is passion, enmity, worship, love, but no friendship. Wilde. No man are often friends with a lady that he finds attractive. He always wants to possess sex together with her. Harry, within the movie When Harry Met Sally. Can men and women be friends? Can casual sex be part of profound friendship? How similar is friendship with sex to romantic love? Casual sex. I have had sex with my lover a couple of times at a hotel. It means nothing to me. It's like drinking water and not being quenched. My body is connected with him, but my soul is not. I implied to him that I'd preferably be a FCK buddy, instead of more. Trying to keep the emotional attachment at arm's length. A married woman. Jocelyn Wentland and Elk Rising 2011 divide casual sexual relationships into 4 major types. One-night stands, booty calls, FCK buddies, and friends with benefits. Each type is distinguished from the others by both its degree of romantic superficiality and its temporal aspects. One-night stands, which are the foremost superficial encounter, involve the smallest amount emotionally intimate experience and sometimes happen between strangers or after brief acquaintance. One-night stands usually end when the individuals part company. Booty calls ask a communication initiated with the urgent intent of getting a sexual encounter. Unlike one-night stands, the aim of booty calls is to interact in repeated sexual intercourse with the lover. Despite the acquaintance, individuals participating in booty calls don't consider one another friends, they typically don't stay overnight, and that they share minimal affection. Booty calls are not planned in advance. When booty calls become regular or frequent, the participants are considered to be FCK buddies. FCK buddies are already friends, but their friendship is actually limited to sexual interactions. Friendship with benefits (FWB) involves the foremost profound activity among casual sexual relationships, during which partners are first of all friends, then they add the sexual bonus. To these major sorts of casual sex, we may add sugaring, which is situated between FCK buddies and FWB, and where people receive cash and other gifts in exchange for company that can include sex. Temporarily yours. I've had several friends with whom I even have had passionate sexual encounters, none of which have led to romantic relationships that threatened my decades-long marriage. A husband. I specialize in FWB, the sort of casual relationship that seems closest to romantic love. It involves 2 major aspects of affection, friendship and sex, and differs from love in other respects, including a coffee level of commitment, for example, concerning exclusivity. As in love, FWB involves significant concern not just for yourself, but also for your friend. However, it lacks the profound commitment of a long-term partner whom the lover deeply cares about and consistently engages in various kinds of activities with. Having both friendship and sex together, while dropping commitment and most sorts of the sharing, is different from profound romantic love. Nevertheless, it's usually an enjoyable and exciting relationship. To avoid commitment, the subsequent pieces of recommendation are often given to FWBs. Don't have expectations, have a time frame for the connection, for example, no quite 3 months, limit your time together to no quite 2 hours each day. Talk on the phone just 1 occasion or twice every week, keep friends out of it, don't do tete-a-tete, no sleeping over, and don't romance the partner. These artificial rules might impede FWB from becoming lovers. FWB constitutes an intermediate, unstable and comparatively brief experience. Yet such a friendship can last beyond weeks and months, extending to many years. Laura Macchia and colleagues, 2020, found that FWB is indeed relatively short. About 1/3 of the participants within the study reported that their relationship didn't survive the primary year. The bulk of these whose relationship did survive the primary year later became regular friends, and therefore the majority of these who wanted to transition into a romantic relationship did not do so. FWB involves emotional closeness, but not the strong bond characterizing romantic relations. This closeness frequently generates a minimum of in one partner, the wish to upgrade the relations into a romantic one. Such an upgrade means abandoning the benefits of FWB, and during a sense killing, as Wilde said, the thing we love. Given the restless nature of our world, the relatively brief duration of FWB is also of value. Moreover, unlike marriage, FWB doesn't prevent its participants from looking around and finding another, more fulfilling relationship. How do women feel in FWB? Here are a few random descriptions by women about their experiences. I've experienced FWB and located it quite enjoyable, which I used to be trying to seek out sex quite friendship. Eventually, I found that the benefits were far more enjoyable when there was friendship involved, thanks to a better level of trust. I have had a devotee with benefits for quite 4 years. The only expectations either folks has of the opposite is fun and respect. He is married, I am divorced, and still healing from an abusive marriage of 20 years. The arrangement is ideal, and admittedly, it's the simplest relationship I even have ever had with a person. I am currently in 3 separate FWB relationships, all of which are successful. We are all consenting adults, over 40. We all skills many partners each folks has. The level of honesty and openness far surpasses any of my previous monogamous relationships, bar none. It is nothing less than wonderful. We all know this is as far as our relationships will go. I am during the FWB situation and that we are literally friends. We talk, delunge, hang out and just happen to possess sex sometimes. My favorite relationships were FWB ones. I hope to urge a FWB thing up again, it is the best dynamic on behalf of me. Friends who FCK, no romantic overtones, no obligations to travel to family functions, no expectations to possess feelings after sex. Nobody's asking when we're occupation together or getting married or having kids. I get lots of offers, been tempted, but it's just not my cup of tea. I enjoy sex, I just think just intimacy makes it better. Plus, I love morning sex. I had one FWB situation. I caught feelings early on. He didn't. I was tortured for years until I cut him off. It always ends. You always regret it. And someone always catches feelings. And my opinion now is that you shouldn't see someone who doesn't have strong feelings for you. Friends with benefits is never worth it. My FWB was and still is my ally. Uncertainty and conflicting expectations. FWB may be a compromise during which one gives up romantic profundity and manages with being second best. This compromise can be a good and enjoyable one. In economic terms, FWB cuts the costs and reduces the revenue. It cuts the prices since there's hardly any price to pay and therefore the relationship is comparatively risk-free. The revenue is reduced because enduring, profound romantic love is excluded. Macchia and colleagues, 2020, found that FWB is characterized by high levels of uncertainty, including discrepant ideals. Thus, Women are more likely than men to hope that the connection either becomes romantic or reverts to friendship without sex, whereas men are more likely to hope that the relationship remains the same. Macchia and colleagues further suggest that FWB requires partners to completely discuss the principles of their relationship, but that this is often rarely done, thereby damaging the standard of the relation. FWB isn't suitable for all people or for all periods of our lives. It is particularly difficult when the friends are married and have young children. The optimal circumstances for FWB could also be those of children before marriage and older people that have grown children. Many people will still feel compromised by completely abandoning either romantic profundity or romantic freedom. Benzie single quote TV, 2019. Hence, they're going to want to seek out more flexible and diverse relations, like FWB, which seem to feature the simplest of both worlds, but also can be problematic because they combine these worlds. After all, even in FWB, there's no gift.